Hi, today I'm looking at telepathy. Telepathy, coming from the Greek words tele, meaning distant, and pathos or pathia, meaning feeling, perception, passion, affliction or experience. This is purported vicarious transmission of information from one person to another without using any known human sensory channels or physical interaction. The term telepathy was first used in 1882 by Frederick W. H. Myers, a founder of the Society for Psychical Research. There is no proven scientific evidence that telepathy actually exists, despite countless experiments and writings on the subject. This makes it a pseudoscience, firmly in the realms of the paranormal. Telepathy is one of my favourites. As a medium, the use of brain power is what I do. Human beings only use around 10% of their brain power. As a medium, I have to use a part of the brain not normally used. I believe that telepathy is just another part of the brain that is not used. Just because science hasn't proven it doesn't mean it's not possible. There have been many case studies into the subject. Here are some examples. Between 1916 and 1924, Gilbert Murray conducted 236 experiments and reported a 36% success rate, but this could be explained away. Psychologist Leonard Troland carried out experiments at Harvard University in 1917 with no results. Sir Arthur Conan Doyle was duped by a purported psychic in 1924. In the same year, the first American radio test for telepathy was carried out with negative results. The same radio experiment was attempted in 1927 by the BBC. They received 659 answers with only negative results. American author Upton Sinclair, in his book Mental Radio Documents, tested on his wife Mary. He had good results, but this was rejected because they weren't conducted in a lab. Another example is that of author Harold Sherman and explorer Hubert Wilkins. For 5.5 months, starting in 1937, Sherman was in New York and Wilkins was in the Arctic. At the end of each day, they had to visualise a mental image of the day's events and then record them on paper. At the end, the results when compared to each other were 60% successful. They put their results into a book, but this was dismissed by experts. Within the field of parapsychology, telepathy, along with clairvoyance, are thought to be ESP, extrasensory perception. Parapsychologists use experiments to test for telepathic abilities. Among the most well-known are Zener cards and the Ganzfeld experiments. Zener cards are marked with 5 distinctive symbols. One individual is designated the sender and another the receiver. The sender randomly selects cards and visualizes the symbol on it. The receiver attempts to determine that symbol using telepathy. Results have been discredited and are pretty much not used anymore. The Ganzfeld experiment uses one individual as a receiver and then place them inside a controlled environment, and then deprived of sensory input. Another person is designated a sender and placed in a separate location. The receiver then receives information from the sender. The experiment suffered many issues, and after 42 studies they couldn't substantiate any findings. A study revealed that even after 130 years of scientific testing, no evidence can be found for ESP, telepathy and mind over matter. Psychiatrists dismiss the claims as genuine psychological issues. Many people are still saying this is a real gift. The studies still going on today are extensive and thorough, but is still dismissed by science. I believe the human brain is capable of so much, and with 90% of the brain still unused, who's to say there is not a person out there with this ability? I believe this is more than possible. This has been a short history about telepathic ability. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks very much.